one of the stocks that has been a big mover in the last 1 year, Olectra Greentech. The stock has surged more than 140% this year so far. The company in Q1, with its associate EV Trans, bagged an e-bus order worth over 10,000 crore rupees for 5,150 buses from the MSRTC. This was the largest single order in the electric bus industry. So basically, the surging EV bus orders is something that has, got the stock surging as well. We have KV Pradeep, who's the chairman and managing director at Olectra Greentech, who joins us now to talk more about that. Mr. Pradeep, thank you for joining us here on CNBC TV18. If you can just start by telling us what is the current EV bus order book. In Q1, of course, you won that 5,150 crore order, 5,150 bus order from the MSRTC. By when will you execute that? What's the current EV order book? And I think earlier you had given us a guidance of 1,200 buses for FY24. By when will you, roll that out entirely?
Yeah, very good morning, CNBC team. Thank you very much. The first question what you have asked is total how many numbers of buses we have. Yes, about 9,000 buses we have, including this 5,150 numbers, which you have mentioned from MSRTC, number one. Number two, the other question what you are asking is, yes, earlier we have planned for 1,200 buses to deliver in the year FY24. Yes, in accordance to the plans, we are delivering these 1,200 numbers. Apart from that, these numbers, whatever we have bagged, we are going to deliver in coming 24 to 30 months' time.
Okay. So you're saying currently you have 9,000 bus orders. The earlier guidance you had given of 1,200 buses by FY24. You're saying that you will deliver this in the next 24 to 30 months, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You also had a 10,000 bus tender which is in progress, out of which, of course, 5,000 has come from the Maharashtra government. What about the balance tenders? Has it concluded? Is it pending? And can you hope for any order wins in those tenders?
Yes, these 10,000 numbers probably, there are a couple of other tenders which we are expecting. One is the tender which has been floated by BEST, that is in Mumbai. That is number one, which is about 2,400 numbers plus 25%. It is 3,000 numbers. And the other tender, probably you might be mentioning that 10,000 numbers is the Prime Minister's e-bus program, which Government of India has announced in the recent past, which is in discussion with various stakeholders by the Ministry of Housing. Probably next month they are going to come up with this 10,000 buses tender. So the first one which I have mentioned, the 3,000 numbers best, yes, we have submitted our bid and it is in evaluation. We are expecting even that order also.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Pradeep. Nigel on this side, and thanks so much for speaking to us here on CNBC TV18. It's been a long while since we chatted, so good to have you on the show. Just want to clear out a couple of numbers. Order book doesn't seem to be a problem. Execution is what your street will be looking forward to. So 1,200 buses you will deliver in FY24, is that correct?
Yes, of course. We are planning for it and we deliver. Yes,
got it. All right. So that clears out of the way. Next up, I want to ask you about the realization. What is the rough realization per bus? Because if I'm taking the total revenues that you're reporting as well as the sales numbers, you're getting a varied number around 1.5 crore, 1.5 crore or thereabouts. So what is the average realization per bus? Point number one. And what are the terms of payment? How much do you get upfront? How much of it comes in via incentives at a later date? Explain both this to us.
Yes. See, as far as the first question what you have asked is what the average revenue per bus is. Since there are multiple models in this segment, it varies from 1.25 crores to 2.5 crores. So the more numbers a particular model we do, the more of revenues. On average, you can consider 1.5 crores as our bus cost. And we are expecting about 2,000 crores revenues with this bus business.
Okay. And the terms of payments are when you sell a bus for 1.5 crore on an average, how much you get upfront, how much comes in with a bit of a lag, the incentive component as well. Explain it to us.
Yeah. See, as far as this payment structure is concerned, 20% will be getting as advance, and balance numbers in 90 days, 90 to 120 days we will be getting.
So within 90 to 120 days, you get all of the payment.
100% we get. Balance
So
80% will be getting.
All right. So interim, you'll require to borrow some funds, right? Because the payments will remain outstanding. So how does it work then for you all? What is your cost of funds that you're borrowing for those, 90 to 100 days approximately?
Yeah, it is. We have the we have the limits with the banks, and we'll be managing with the limits. And also, we have some good internal accruals with the organization with which we are managing.
Okay, Mr. Pradeep, hi, good morning. One of the things which some investors I spoke to pointed out was that could you tell us how much of the what you kind of put together as far as these buses are concerned? What's the localization in these buses, and how much is imported from China?
Yeah, very good question. Earlier, Nigel was also inquiring about this. See, as far as the import costs are concerned, the battery alone will cost around 40% of the bus cost. And in the remaining 60%, in accordance to the guidance that has been given by the Government of India, we shall have to localize 50%, against which Olectra has done 60%. And we are importing battery cells and some of the child parts which are required for the powertrain. Other than that, 60%, 55 to 60% has already been localized, and that localization is a continuous exercise with which the ecosystem, the Indian ecosystem for the e-bus is being developed. In that, Olectra is taking a major part to contribute.
Right. Sorry. You said that the rules say 50% has to be local.
Correct. 50% requires to be local mandate.
50% of the value needs to be local. So
correct.
Out of if the average cost is 1.5 crores, 75 lakhs needs to be local.
Localized, correct.
And where are you now? If you take this 1.5 crore
we are
number,
at 60%.
So you're well above the required run rate, right? Got
correct.
it.
Correct.
What will your capacity go up to, Mr. Pradeep? If you can tell us,
Just let me explain about the cost. Yes, exactly. Let me explain about this particular capacity improvisation. We have Government of Telangana has allocated 150 acres of land, which we took a couple of years back, and we started the construction of a world-class manufacturing facility in Hyderabad, which is getting executed very fast. And coming by November, December, a part of our infrastructure is getting ready, and we will be shifting to the new facility wherein we can manufacture about 5,000 numbers per annum. That's the program what has been scheduled by us. And very soon, we will be switching over to our new plant. As I mentioned, in the month of December, Jan, we'll be switching over to the new plant.
So for this particular manufacturing facility, what are the kind of funds that you have invested? And the reason I'm asking is because the street is a bit concerned about the delay as far as fundraising is concerned. You've taken that enabling resolution for a QIP. What is the update on that? Why is the fundraising not happening? And can you give us some timeline on it?
Yeah, as far as the fundraise is concerned, yes, you are right. Our board has approved to raise 800 crores, wherein 400 crores, 50% the promoters are ready to invest. And remaining 400, we are discussing with various investors, and we want to make the best deal, which is in progress. Probably in coming 2-3 months, we will finalize it and we make the financial closure.
So you're saying that financial closure of this fundraising of 800 crores will happen in the next 2 to 3 months. 400 crores will be invested by the promoters. And for the rest, are banks and financial institutions open to funding?
Yes, there are several financial institutions are showing interest to invest in the company. we are exploring
Okay.
the possibility, and the best deal will make in coming 2-3 months' time.
Oh, okay, all right. Mr. Pradeep, since you're going to be expanding capacity, FY24, the street will be saying, okay, 1,200 crores is doable with, I think, close to around 2,000 crores of revenues, 1,200 buses. For
Buses,
FY25
yes.
and FY26, what will the execution number look like? It'll have to go up big time because your order book as well as surged up.
Correct. We are planning to double it to 2,500 numbers to 3,000. And that's the plans what we are making. And the next couple of years, we are going to deliver between 2,000 to 500 numbers, 3,000 numbers a year.
2,000, okay, per year. Got that. And also a quick question. Buses is good, but I believe you're also looking at getting into PVs, right? A passenger vehicle electric mobility. I mean, that's the talk. Could you tell us whether that will be housed from the listed entity itself or will it be through another entity? Just give us some clarity on that front.
Nigel, it's a very tricky question. As far as this passenger vehicle business is concerned, still it is in, as far as Olectra is concerned, probably I may not, I can say that we are not, as of now, we are not into that. But our group company, MEL is making some plans out of it. Probably I may not be the right person to comment on it.
So mostly that will be in the unlisted entity as things stand?
Yes. As of now, it's this time.
Oh.
Okay, so nothing in the listed entity on the passenger vehicle EV side, right? Just to clarify.
Yes, of course.
Okay, that's important.
As of now, it's this.
Yeah,
as of now, it's this stand.
As of now, it's in another entity, or it's in MEL.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Can you tell us also, in Q1, your numbers were on the weaker side, and I think you had highlighted that there were some battery norms which had led to lower revenues. Is that something that will continue in Q2 and Q3? And can you tell us, provide a little more color on what the norms are? Will there be any more pressure there?
Yeah, let me just explain about the battery norms in detail. See, Government of India has stipulated a very strong battery norms for the safety of the passengers and for the safe utilization of the lithium-ion batteries. With the stringent norms what have been stipulated, we all have started upgrading our technologies, and the technologies which have got upgraded requires to get tested, and the testing agencies shall have to give the certificate. And unless the certificates are there in hand, none of the OEMs, it is not Olectra Greentech alone, but also to all the OEMs, unless they have these certificates, they will not be able to sell the bus. So, since the norms are very stringent and they are new to the country, it took a lot of time to upgrade the technologies. Along with that, even the testing times were also little high. And almost Q1, Q2, we got, we could not make any manufacturing. I mean, we could not do any progress on the manufacturing front. And we paid more attention towards this testing. And we completed the
will
testing.
It impact
and we are,
further?
now we are.
No, I got that, but will it impact? It won't.
Okay, all right.
The certificates are in place, and now we are ready to move on.
All right. Very quickly, Mr. Pradeep, before we let you go, the first quarter, what was positive was the margins. It came in at high teens. Normally, you have been guiding for, I think, low teens. What is the margin band you should work with for the consolidated entity? That's the buses as well as the insulator business?
Yeah, it should be something like between 10 to 12%.
Got it.
Mr. Pradeep, just a couple of more questions. You did 1,100 odd crores in terms of sales, right, in FY23. Once you move to this new facility, capacity goes up to 5,000 buses per annum, as you said, and then furthermore, say by FY26, right? Could you give us a sense of what kind of revenues? You would have some numbers in mind. What could the overall revenues look like?
No, I think I'm not supposed to talk detail. So probably we, as far as the bus numbers are concerned, we can give that. We are trying to make 3,000 numbers a year for the next 2 years.
So you said capacity would go up to 5,000 buses, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, but your delivery, you aim to ramp up bus delivery to 3,000, 2.5 to 3,000 per year.
Here I just would like to add one more thing. Not only buses, we are also manufacturing electric tippers. So that numbers should also be considered. Both bus and tipper, the numbers would be something like between 4,000 to 5,000.
All right. We'll leave it at that, sir. Thanks a lot for joining us and explaining, the business and the way forward. All the best.